Hi, welcome to Larry Shaves. The week of Thanksgiving, my wife and I spent the entire week in Georgia, the Atlanta, Georgia area, visiting family and friends. And I got to thinking on the way back that maybe you'd be interested in finding out what I take along to shave on a trip, because you don't have access to all your brushes, you don't have access to all your razors or razor blades. And so you've got to choose ahead of time what you're going to take. And what I do, I travel with a Dopp bag, and this one is from Shave Nation. It's about 2.5, 3 inches in width, and nice size. And the material is great. It is lightweight. It really is a nice kit. And so I want to show you today what I take. And then we're going to have a shave today with items in the Dopp Kit. So let's look now at what we have in the Dopp bag. So now we're going to open it up. It has a zipper, actually has 2 zippers over there. We open it up, and there's the contents of my Dopp bag. Up in this area, what I take is 2 razors. I take my regular double-edged safety razor, and then in this compartment here, made out of mesh, I also have a cartridge razor, so that if something happens to get this stolen or broken, I have something that I can use that day. But let me share with you what I have. This is the bowl that I use. You say, how can you get a shave out of that? Well, you push it down and becomes a bowl. Just like that. This I got on Amazon. If you do a search on Amazon, they're like $5, $6. You can buy this. Just look for a collapsible shave bowl. This also comes up as a collapsible dog bowl. But you'll notice the things inside that helps build your lather. Then I also have shave cream. I use Parasso in the tube on a trip. You can see this has been used. It's been used on many trips, and so that's what I use. I also take along the Parasso shave cream in the white. This is 10.3 ounces, and this one prices in at $10, but you get a lot of shave cream out of that. This I use on the last day that I'm going to be in town, because you don't want your brush to be wet while you're traveling. So I use this on the very last day. So that's a good thing. Then the brush I use, I have this container here that I also got from Shave Nation. And you can put your brush in that as you travel. So that's the brush we're going to be using today, an HC&C brush. And when I'm done with it, I put it back in the tube, and put the cap back on. And it protects the brush. Also, I have the most important part in the Dopp bag, Dopp Kit, is the razor. And what I use here is the Hinson AL13 razor in black. Now, what I do, this is not the razor I use in my regular shave den. I bought an extra one to put in this container here, to this case, and this is available on the internet as well, or cases like that. But I have this in the Dopp case, Dopp bag, permanently. So all these items stay in the Dopp bag. So when I get home, I don't take anything out and store it somewhere else. It doesn't become part of my daily routine. It stays in here. So when I take a trip, all I got to do is take the Dopp Kit, the Dopp bag. It's got everything in here that I need. Also, the aftershave that I take along. I like this because it's a rubber plastic bottle, and so it's not going to break while you're traveling. Pre-shave, if I decide to use that, that's the 2.0. Take something for the hair so I can get that to stay down. I also put toothpaste and a toothbrush in here. You'll notice I have 2 toothbrushes. The one with the cap is for the teeth, and the one that's not capped is for cleaning the razor blade or the razor rather, after the shave. Have a comb, I have fingernail clippers. If I decide to take along regular soap, this is a scoop I keep in here. And then also, I use the Omega alum stick. So that's what I travel with, and that's what we're going to have a shave with today on Larry Shaves. So now we're going to have our shave, and we're going to shave with items from the Dopp Kit. We're going to put a blade into our razor. We're using the Astra blade, and that's one of the blades that I carry along in the Dopp bag. So we're going to shave with that, using, again, the Hinson AL13 razor, a 3-piece razor. And so you take the post off and try to pick up the blade without cutting yourself. Put that in the razor, just like that. Put the base on, and then you want to screw in the handle and check the alignment. Alignment is good. So we're ready for our shave today. I've already run water, warm water in the sink, so we're ready now to work up a lather. I'm using the Parasso White in a tube form, and also the bowl that I showed you. Put just a little in the bottom, and then put the cap back on the shave cream. Not really a soap, it's more of a cream. And then we're going to wet the brush, bring out the brush some, and then start working up our lather. And it won't take long to get a lather going in this bowl. Already, we're in good shape with that. We brought back a lot of things from Georgia. Of course, I brought back all my shaving things. I also brought back a cold that you could probably tell I have with my voice and nasal sound. I could sing bass now. Well, maybe. But anyway, working up a nice lather. And when you're happy with the lather, then I'm going to wet my face. You know, normally I use a spray bottle. Well, I didn't take the spray bottle along on the trip, and so I'm going to wet my face with water that's in the sink. I didn't take the sink along, but they did have one there, so I use that. So I'm going to wet my face now. And going to apply the lather for pass number 1. It's bad when you take a week off for vacation, have a nice trip, and then come back with sinus trouble or a cold or something going on. I'm allergic to dogs and cats. We have a cat, but I don't seem to get a reaction from having one cat. It's mostly an outdoor cat, but we bring it in at night when it's really cold, and that doesn't bother me. I'm allergic to dogs. I've had one dog at a time for a long time. Not now, but when we were away on our trip to Georgia, at one point, there was 5 dogs in the house. We're talking big dogs. And I think that's what affected me somewhat. It was an allergy problem that got my sinuses infected, and I felt bad for the week. So you go on vacation for a week, then you get home and you're homesick for a week. Go figure. All right, we're ready for the shave on pass number 1. Dip the razor in water. And I did shave every day there. There was a point, I also take along an electric razor. Oh no, yeah, I took it along. And it's a good thing I did, because on Thanksgiving morning, we had over 30 people in the house, and everybody's trying to get in the bathroom at the same time. So that was the day I used an electric razor. And boy, was that a disappointment. I mean, you people may use electric razors, and that's fine if it works for you. But that electric razor for me, when I was done, after I had shaved, I had enough whiskers on my face like I normally do at 5 o'clock. And at 5 o'clock, it was like I have whiskers on there like I have in the morning. So it didn't work out real well, but it made people happy I wasn't tying up the bathroom. And they didn't care whether I was clean shaven or not. In fact, all the men that were there, without exception, had beards of some description. So a day beard growth on me wouldn't have mattered to them at all. So this is pass number 1. And I did 1 pass shaving or 2 pass shavings every day, except for electric razor day. Now, I'm glad I packed the electric razor. I mean, I was able to get somewhat of a shave. But it wasn't a shave I was completely satisfied with. So what do you do when you travel? What do you take along? Do you have a Dopp Kit, or you just wait till you get there and go to the grocery store and get some razors there? I don't know. If you're traveling by air, if you're taking a flight, you cannot take double-edged safety razors and be sure they're gonna let you through with it. You cannot take razor blades. You have to, and so the best thing to do is pack up the things in your Dopp Kit and check your luggage. Don't try to get through the gate with your double-edged safety razor. So it's up to the inspector to do that. They have the choice of saying, I'm going to keep this or let you pass. All right, that's pass number 1. Now we're going to re-wet the face and go for pass number 2. Hang on just a second. Now, pass number 2, I'm going to use the Parasso can and show you how that works. Again, I love this. Some trips I take, this is what I use every day, because if you're in a hurry, this will work real good for you if you're in a real speedy time. So put some in your hand and spread it on. Now you can take other shave creams that come out of the can. If you're flying, you'll probably want to pick up a real small can of soap to take along. Check the regulations at the airport and with your airplane company of what they will recommend or what they will say you cannot take. They will tell you. Don't get there and lose a $250 razor. All right, spread that on the best you can. Clear the lips. But see how easy that was? I didn't have to make a lather. Part of the joy of shaving is making the lather, having lathers that smell great. But if you're in a hurry, you may have to use a can. There's enough residual slickness, even out of the can, to be able to, to be able to go up on the cheek a little bit there. But share below what you take on trips. I put in the Dopp Kit everything we're going to need on any kind of a trip, whether it's a business trip, a social trip, a vacation trip with a wife. Everything I need is going to be in that kit, and I'm going to take that kit, I'm going to have it packed, ready to go for the next time. When I get home from a trip, I look and see how much razor blades I have left, how much things I need, and if I need to replace any blades or anything in there, I replace it not for the, just before the trip. I do it when I get back. Then I know at the last minute I can grab that Dopp Kit, throw in some clothes in a bag, and I'm ready for a trip. So that's what I do. That may not work for you. But that's what works for me. Now let me know what you take. I'd say that's pretty good. That's pass number 2. I'm going to rinse and then finish up the shave. Warm water first. Then we'll put a little cold water on the face. And with the face still with cold water from the shave Dopp Kit, I'm going to use the, wet it first. I'm going to use the alum stick. Not sure where I got this. Maybe Razor Emporium. Not sure. Then I leave that on for 30 seconds. Again, like I do all the alum blocks, I dry it off after I'm done. And that way, water won't pit it. It won't hurt you next time when you use the alum block. Set that aside, and after 30 seconds, then I take cold water and rinse my face again. So we're going to do that now. All right, got that all rinsed off, and now I'm going to dry the face. Just patting my face. And when that's done, the last thing we're going to do is add the aftershave. Again, this is a bottle that's not going to break in the trip. The cap's not going to fall off and have aftershave splash all over your stuff. So this is what I take. You take what you want. This is what I take. And put some in my hand. Spread it around the face. No burn on that because of the Allen block closed up the pores somewhat. So that's it. That's my travel shave. And let me know what you do on trips, how you shave, and trust that you will be sure and be ready for a trip. One other thing that I might mention, that as we travel, we have a cat, and we make arrangements for somebody to watch the cat. We don't have them take the cat in their house, but they come over and feed the cat every day while we're gone. And so I'm saying that to say that what you need to do is, if you're going to be traveling and you're not taking your animals with you, make sure you make arrangements to take good care of your pets. That'll be good. They'll be there when you get back. So whether you have a cat or a dog or whatever pet you have that stays outside, be sure and make arrangements to take care of your animal. And that includes a civet. That's a civet from the barbershop duet that has been staying with us. So Marcus and Sarah, they'll be getting the civet back one of these days. We're just taking care of it for a while. And so we're going to ship it back. By the way, the barbershop duet is on every Wednesday and every Saturday at 12 noon Eastern time. It's a great show. You won't want to miss it. Check it out. And I think you'll love it as much as we do. Well, have a great week, and we'll see you back soon for another shave. Until then, happy shaving.